Around 1995, when I acquired a master's in international economics, my thesis was around creating world trade. And even then, I realized that the third world problem was that they have foreign exchange to really purchase some of the things they need. And so I recommended that a three-level type of financial arrangement be in place. First of all, we need a multilateral exchange facility that would be objectively trying to connect markets with supply with demand and so on. So that some countries are so poor that you give them what they need and just exchange stuff. Some you do it 50, half cash, half barter, call it barter or call it value-added transfer, and straight cash. Now we see that Europe and America are flooding the market with cash, but still there is no growth. And so again, North America and Europe, each home is so modern, has everything. So unless there's a significant industrial revolution in which we have to do everything over, there isn't going to be significant demand so as to create the type of economic movement that we need. And so we have to look to Latin America, Caribbean, Africa, parts of India to facilitate this type of growth that we need. Now it's not a recolonization, it's just a modernization. We need to create a new category for countries. Instead of third world, probably they could be, say, industrializing nations or something like that. Give them a big name that will spur them on and encourage the folks to be third world. Of course, you're not going to transfer certain technologies which aren't consistent with their needs and so on. Maybe a nuclear or two could be built, to supply sort of South America with adequate electricity so that they don't have to cut down the forest for fuel. And every home should have electricity. People should have homes. In Africa, people shouldn't be living in tents and those kind of makeshift stuff, homes. The strategy is so big, and I'm not even working, so I can't really spend time in developing this thing, in a very comprehensive way. I know some people are endeavoring, their job is to keep me down, and I'm happy. I'm doing the best. They don't want me to go to law school. So many obstacles are thrown in my way, but I'm one of the guys that understand what's going on and have the solutions. But what can I do? I have to concentrate and get my cans together, to get my rent, to go to the admission, to get something to eat. And there's where my focus is generally. But I'm still interested in seeing things, progress, very beautifully. As I said, I can't prevent the end from coming, but we could make it very, very comfortable. And so Europe and North America will only see the type of growth that will create full employment as if they bring Africa, parts India, Caribbean, Latin America to a sort of higher standard of living, because almost all the homes in these regions need the things that we take for granted in North America and Europe. They need bicycles, they need tires, they need everything, forks, knives. Every aspect, every sector of the economy will be impacted by the demand that they will require. And as I said, what we can do in these areas, come with a master plan. I think but the G countries should let these countries come before them, maybe for a week. Each has a day or two to bounce heads and see which would be a good strategy as far as development is concerned. Off the bat, I'm thinking in terms of like Africa. We can do some animal husbandry. All the animals we could send down there, breeding. You have the hay thing, you have the whole vertical integration that would come on with that. So that everybody be able to eat, plant rice, develop tourism down there, reconfigure transportation, maybe land things at East and West Africa and truck it across, build roads, and it doesn't have to necessarily be that Europe and North America has to inject this money. Many people could work in a voluntary way. They get, things that we have here in excess, in a cooperative way. And later on, I'm sure that things are going to pick up and then, work will come on. Many of these businesses here could go and open outlets over there, Walmart, Kmart, Home Depot and so on. Cars, motorcycles, you name it. So again, unless we make such a move, all the talk about growth and all that is just going to be minuscule. It won't be the type of movement that we need to move unemployment. And so, like Guyana, for example, Guyana could bring its bauxite online again. You could build a better electrical grid out there, supply parts of Brazil, North Brazil, Venezuela, even Suriname to get some of that thing, even French Guiana. And so every home, every person should be able to pursue a dream. We call it the new dream. To have a home, to have it with modern amenities, refrigerator, stove, dryers, washers, everything. And so again, this is the only way I see we can do it. So in conclusion, if North America and Europe are serious about growth, they have to look to the third world. And in the start, they have to sort of create some industries that will help the people to be self-sustaining and to get money to be able to want things. Some nations, we have to have a multilateral facility that will be looking at, okay, here we have a whole set of rice here. We could either give it to North Korea and the money that we would give it to North Korea, whatever we pay these folks, or we exchange it with some of the stuff that they need, machinery, cars, whatever. So some people do complete barter, others can do 50-50 or different, ratios. And then North America, Europe, and maybe Asia could do full cash. This is why I think it's going to make a big move in the world.